Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin, and tonight, it is tonight. It's currently about 7 p.m. Tonight I get my sovereign weapon, my sovereign subhand, I should say. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'll go over a little bit of how you actually go about getting your sovereign subhand, and just kind of what has happened in the past week. Because just today, it's been a very, very productive day. So, allow me to kill that. And then I need to probably do some mixing of the sound in game. 1 second. I'm also at why do I keep Land of the Morning Light, Land of the Morning Light, Land of the Morning Light, Land of the Morning Light. I am in the land of light from the morning time. I don't know why I mix this up with Mountain of Eternal Winter all the time, but I do. It's very annoying. But anyways, so it's been kind of a very eventful last couple of days, mainly today. So first off, I'm at 1.2 billion silver. I bought a pen Black Star. See if I can find it here. Did I? Where is it at? Am I blind? I should see it. Wait. Oh no, I sold the extra one, sorry. Where is it at? Am I crazy? Where? I was moving and wheeling and dealing, as you can see here, but so yeah, this is how it started. I spent 2 billion silver, roughly, got 1,000 memfrags, tapped up 4 black stars, proceeded to sell a bunch of other stuff that I just don't really need, and I hope that I don't actually need, otherwise I'll be kind of upset. Wheeling and dealing things, trying to low list some stuff still. Does it really not show you buying stuff? Because I'm pretty sure about this time I did get it. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. Duh. Right there. So for 63 billion silver, I bought a pen Black Star. Now since then, I went ahead and bought some more memfrags. I tapped up a few more Black Stars, sold them, and then started buying Caphras like crazy. Full disclosure, I actually sold about 6,000 Caphras just because I wanted to try to get more money. So, me being an idiot, I needed to buy more Caphras. So, I didn't really profit much of anything, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But, let's see. Caphras. Go ahead and get out as much Caphras as I can. We're going to go over to Belanos. We're going to grab all the Caphras I have available. This is exactly 20,000. Now, in order to get the sovereign subhand, let me quickly do a quick search here, just so I can talk about it a little bit. If I do this, this should be good. Okay, so sovereign subhand, this is basically how you go about getting it. You need to craft it from one of 3 different methods. You need 2 pen Black Stars and a gem of Twilight. This is a gem of Twilight down here with 20,000 Caphras and 100 magical shards. You're also going to, then method number 2 is a pen Black Star, a Kudum Caphras level 20, and a pen Nuver Caphras level 20 with no gem. Or the third method is a pen Black Star, Gem of Twilight, and Gem of Primordial. Gem of Primordial, you need 1,000 of these Primordial fragments, which is so stupid to me. I want to say a very bad word there. So stupid to me because you need to go and kill the bosses in the new region in order to get these Gem of the Primordials. It's time-gated content, essentially. Now, what's also really stupid is the amount of Caphras that you will need. It's actually pretty wild. If we take a look here at the Caphras calculator, we go offhand, excuse me, offhand, 20. You need 29,000 Caphras. So it's 120 billion to get both of these on top of a pen Black Star, which I guess is a little bit better, a little bit easier than trying to deal with some of those things, some of them. Mainly being like RNG with hitting pen Black Stars. So that being said, those are like the 3 methods how to get it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, hopefully. You need to do heating on this. Right, right. So we're going to heat these two items together. This will craft the gem. And then from here, it's not working at all. Excuse me. Eating with magical shard. Sorry, I've grabbed the wrong ingredient. That's magical lightstone. My bad, sorry. I need 100. Where are they at? 100 of these. Hit the wrong buttons. Go me go. So I need 100 of these in order to do this. Come on, make it. Thank you. Gem of Twilight. I'm also going to need to get that black star. Let's just do this to make it a little bit easier. There's the pen one. Black star orn. Good night. Thank you. I'll use a maid for that because it didn't work. Don't care. I actually need to go to a blacksmith. Is this a blacksmith? This is probably stable keeper. I don't know where a blacksmith here in Land of the Morning Light is because I forgot to do this. For anybody who wants to go and craft their own weapon, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you do not, and I repeat, do not craft the weapon until you have your Garmos heart or your Karanda's heart, whichever one you might be using, a reform stone of some kind in it. Make sure you remove that first, otherwise you will hate life because you basically lose it. So we need to shop. We need to buy this mirror. Go to extraction. We go extract reform stone. And then I'm looking for this one right here. We're going to skip animation. Voila. And now we have 2 ornamental knots, both of which are black stars. Thank you to Nermango, by the way. He was the person who had tapped this one up. This one just doesn't have anything because why would it? This is actually from me, from the deck Tuvla thing. So one thing I do want to do, I'm going to have to like redo a lot of this anyways, if I'm going to be honest. So just go ahead and remove all of these, and then just start removing items. And hopefully this will be the last time for a while. Cough, cough. I wish there was so there is a way, before I finish that sentence, there's a way to quickly do this, but it does involve character swapping. I basically need to go on my Maewa and receive the XP from her, or rather from the menu here. Otherwise that XP I think is lost. I'm not entirely certain, to be honest with you. So instead of dealing with all that, I'm just going to go ahead and just completely remove item copy entirely. And then I'll just copy again when I'm done with the stuff here. Oh, and I'm going to also attempt, see how well this goes, attempt getting up to, like, try. That's kind of the goal. So. I like to have the strike ones on the right-hand side. It doesn't really matter, but, you know. Just hop on the horse. Hop on the horse. Horsey, please. Okay. Okay, we won't do that. Alright, so where we need to go is we need to go up to this statue, essentially. Is a Dark Bongwang statue at Mount Ashi. You don't know where that is. I just was showing it. Go rewind like 3 seconds and pause. You'll figure it out. You're smart, I'm sure. Surely. You're watching a YouTube video. You can figure it out. I'm sorry, that's kind of a dig at some people that I know. Also, we're just like trailblazing. I have no idea if this is a good idea. It's probably not a good idea, but you know. When am I known for good ideas? I'm not. That's the real crux of the issue. Alright, easy peasy. Yeah, but the last... So, put this in perspective, okay? The last almost month, Adania was released, I think, August 21st, 20th, something like that. The last time I did a stream specifically talking about Adania was August 20th, because I just went looking right before the stream today. Today is September 14th, so it's been about a month since Adania came out. Now, why is that important? I'm stalling because I want to talk about this. Why is that important to know about? Well, in my Black Desert history, if you will, usually whatever newest content is out, I'm usually months behind. I figured that I'd probably get the Sovereign done by the end of September, maybe October, maybe even November, not September 14th. So for me, this is a huge accomplishment in terms of new stuff is out and I'm done. I did do this with the life skill Verter crystals, where I did get all of these Verter crystals done day one of update. I still don't have all the gens, but we don't need to talk about that. Those are not as important yet, because it's just XP, and extra XP is nice, but who really cares? So when it comes down to a lot of this, it really comes down to I'm not usually this quick in terms of like getting the best of the best, and knowing that this is combat gear, this is also very, very tough to upgrade. It truly is. Ask anybody who knows what they're talking about. They'll tell you it's very tough to actually upgrade this stuff. So the fact remains, if we remove the one from this, I will officially hit my goal of 330 AP tonight. Because I'm going to at least attempt for try. But you're just raw dogging up to try. If I don't get it to try, I might just stick with duo, like, you know, bring it back up. But if I fail going to try, it goes back down to pry, which, you know, pry to duo is not that hard in my opinion. There are some big stacks, I'm not gonna lie, it does make me a little nervous, but 330 is actually within my reach tonight. And I just want to take the moment to say this is a big, big occasion. So I'm glad that you're here to join me with it. All right. We're going to craft a Subhand. We're going to add this black star. This black star. I'm going to take a screenshot for giggles. And then we're going to hit craft, and we're going to watch a cutscene. Are y'all ready?
Heir of ages, to you this sacred relic I bestow, for light illuminates all, brightening the world anew. Yet, where there's light, darkness falls. Hence, by this relic, even the most minute of shadows shall be burned.
Sorry about that. I was trying to go a lot more cinematic and whatnot. But my goodness, it's loud. All right. Behold, the sovereign subweapon is forged. All right. There, we're done. I'm tired. I'm joking. So what I need to do now is I'm going to head to a town. Before I do, real quick. 295 without a subhand. It's wild. So 243 with, that is a massive, massive boost of AP. I can almost definitively say I can actually go check out Adania zones. I don't want to, but I almost can. That's wild to me. Alright, like I said, we're going to go at least for try tonight. We'll see if that even comes about. I might actually be able to go and give Ulakita a shot. Like, give it a run for its money at least. Like Tungrad or something like that. I don't know. Not that, again, I don't really want to, but I could, potentially. Let's see if I know my way around. I think it's over here. This way. Trying to get to the storage keeper, which I know is down over this way. Storage keeper is right here.
Where are you from?
So we're going to hop off the horse because apparently just backwards.
Girl who lives on drugs. Or should I?
Sorry, all this flickering. My apologies. We're going to hit this. We're going to do this. Get the Garmoth's heart on it. And then go over to Belanos. We're going to throw that in there. I don't really have a lot of money left over. There might be some stuff that I can, again, rearrange. You guys are idiots. Can't beat them, join them. 90 and a half. These are pretty much going to be the same. 449. Yep. 705. Yep. 449. Alright, somebody's trying to lower list me here. So let's just put these. Unless. No, that's not. Alright, cool. Enjoy your two other people you're fighting with, which is me. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to my Sork. I do want to mention this as well. I usually hide my chat. I've been murking with a lot of people. The guild I'm in right now is called Energy Tonic, but today was actually the guild called Audacity. And that guild runs double bosses every 2 weeks. So instead of doing like one round of bosses every day, or like once every week, they do theirs every 2 weeks. And today was that day. So they did theirs before the reset occurs, before the weekly reset, where you then have to like re-prep the bosses. And then they run the second round of bosses literally right after that. And a lot of guilds who actually run their bosses on Sundays actually do that. It's something you can do. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's grab the Sovereign. I do not remember its primordials, which I made a lot, thankfully. I don't know what stacks I'm going to need to use, and I'm probably going to need to buy a lot more memfrags, but what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to attempt to get this up to try, maybe Tet. If I could push for Tet, that'd be great. We'll see. But I don't really have... I'm not made of stacks, and every single one of these clicks is 20 memfrags. Cool, pity. Off to a great start. We need an 80 stack. Maybe this will be better. Nope. There it goes. So what I was talking about with the Merc thing is that this time of the day is roughly when Node Wars ends. So this was actually the end of Node Wars. What the game is doing is it's essentially relocking me into the game. It's so funny. I wish they would, you know, give you like a 1 minute heads up or something like, hey, in a minute's time, we're going to force relog your game for you. But no, they just do it. The only reason I knew this was going to happen was because it's that time of the night, and I saw so many guild chats say thank you for the host once again. So when I go and log back in, even though, you know, I didn't actually show that I was merked, I will now actually be in my own guild Discord. Source, trust me. Guild Discord. Guild. The reason why I say the Freudian slip of guild Discord is that we have a guild Discord. I don't want to accidentally leak that, so... That just means now that a lot of my guildmates are like, wait, he's hitting a Sovereign? Yes. Yes, I am. You know what? Do I need to use a 60? Not really. Alright, so that's duo. 100 for try. Do I even have... I do have a 90. But I have all these other stacks that I might need to move around. Hey, goof. Let's see. I may have to move some stacks around. Alright, sick. I need to move some stacks. Let's hop to... Actually, before I do, what is... Ah, that's sold. Nice. More memfrags. Soon to be. Let me move around probably 2 more stacks, I would say. Or at least 2 stacks in general. also popped, because of all this like wheel and dealing and stuff, I do have a value pack active right now. Wheel and dealing is what I call selling things to the central market because I just absolutely hate doing that. I do buy a lot of stuff, but not sell. Man, my voice is very grovelly tonight. I was going for Tet. This 170 would be good. This 190 might be a bit. I say might be a bit much. We'll just grab this 257 and hold on to that. Because I'll have at least a couple of options there. The idea tonight is to get this Sovereign to try. I do want to attempt one time going for Tet. But we'll see. We will see. And it's almost like they're really trying to inflate their player base or something. Okay. Let's just move everything over like that. This is going to need like a 60 stack. We'll do 50 because I don't have that many 60s left. And just full burn. Cool. Let's go ahead and make a purchase. Let's do 600. The number is not invalid. Just fix your servers. How hard is that? Gosh, please.
If you borrow a container from me, you can use the storage even at home.
Emery frag. The other thing I need to do as well is I basically need to find the stones that I have in my main and awakening that I have, and make sure that I add those as well. I think they're called Reforge stones. This is my least favorite thing about enhancing, trying to like full min-max repair. I don't have to be doing this. Just, I don't even really want to be doing this either, but. Ooh, the awkward sold. Nice. That's a pretty good one. Alright, we're going to attempt to send this once. If we use a 200 stack, I guess I can use this. 780. We'll send it once. If this fails, I will get it back up to try and just call it. So I'm aware. Thank you. Ruining my night. Let's grab another... I don't have an 80 or anything like that, unfortunate. So we'll just do this and... Hail. That's sick. This is also going to need... We'll do a 50 on this one. Sick. 40 on this one, just because I don't really have high-end stacks. Please just go all the way up to try. You stupid. Aw. Going. This is why I absolutely despise enhancing without cronstones, and this is why I just don't really enhance, if I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I kind of did that to myself. I shouldn't have just full swung a raw like Tet attempt, but if it had gone, that would have been nice. But I'll just get this back up to try. Call it a night, really. I'm not going to end the stream, but, you know, call it a night for enhancing at least. Alright, let's work you back up, shall we? A pity. Off to a good start. I roughly know what stacks I'm using now. Go away. we'll send it. Last 60 sack that I have, that's looking good.
Looks like it's been through a lot, Oh, not
That was what we call sarcasm. Am I really going to repair this 600 times without a free one? That's really messed up, man. Well, I didn't do it exactly 600 times because it's repairing quite quick, but still. Wow. I had a gift and I threw it away. All right. Did I really... Was that 50? Wow. That was 51 taps. And a perfect amount of memfrags to just round it out and say, all right, you're not doing it anymore.
I'm not responsible if these nails hurt you.
Okay, so the other two weapons, they don't show. Cool. Second, go to garmoth.com. I have an idea of which stones to use, but I want to like double make sure here. So let's take a look. This needs to become the sovereign. Put this at try. So what I have is an all accuracy, all AP, critical hit damage. Let's just do this kind of forger. There we go. We're going to do all accuracy, one of those, an all AP, a critical hit damage, back attack damage. I do not have back attack. Did I sell those? I hope not. And then damage reduction. Back attack damage. Why can I not spell the night? Did I? I really hope I didn't sell one of these. I'm such an idiot. Sorry. Crit. There we go. This needs to be crit hit damage. Don't do what I do. Me a big dumb. Okay. So accuracy first. All AP. Critical hit damage. Back attack damage. All damage reduction. This is what my other two have. Okie. Guildmates are calling me crazy for trying to raw that, but you know, when you see an opportunity to go for gains, you kind of just have to do it sometimes, you know. It's weird, like the music here, it sounds quiet, and I'm like, man, I should maybe turn it up a little bit. And then once I get over here, it's just going to be kazoos and loud screeching. So,
Where are you from, by the way?
it's not really kazoos, is what I don't know what you'd call it. I know it's some sort of instrument. Anyway, 346. I'm going to share this with the guild. Let's see. I share this with the guild. Alright, so 346 AP is actually pretty insane. Okay, so 346, 421. Where can I go with this APDP? Let's talk about some spots. Maybe go check some of them out. Obviously, we have Adania. I don't really care about that. What I'm interested about though is places like Kadri Ruins. Kadri, I do not still meet the minimum requirement, 1365. Maximum is 1395. However, I have gone there when I was still like 1200. This is also like no E buff, no Z buff. There are still some other ones, but yeah. So with that being the case, I could probably go to Kadri and still do quite well, if I'm going to be honest. Ulakita, this is a spot that I've been going to quite a bit recently. Yizard Highlands. Yizard Highlands only needs 1150. I have now 1345. My total before was like 1200 or something like that, so it's 12 or 1250, which, I mean, you're just gonna be able to kill things a little bit faster. That's pretty much it. But the other ones that I was looking at was City of the Dead, 1265. I think I was able to go there before, just making sure because I don't really know. City of the Dead's over here, yeah. So I was able to go here before. I just never really committed and did anything there. Dark Seekers, still a little bit off, unfortunately. You know, another 100 or so AP. We're getting there. And then Tungrad is actually the same thing as Kadri Ruins, which is why I wanted to check that first. So, in theory, I probably could go to Tungrad Ruins, run like a Harmony or something, and call it good enough. City of the Dead, though, it is nice to actually see that I can go there now, after all the changes and stuff, to just go there with no other buffs, really. Like, what I have currently is kind of what I have all the time, which is a simple cron meal, and then my, like, 4 things. 3 church buffs, and then also a Villa body enhancement. These are stuff that I have running all the time. Like, every single time I go to grind, so. But yeah, it's been something else. Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to try to go do an hour of grinding? I'm going to say no, but what I want to do is I want to try out something a bit more of a challenge. I'm actually really close for C9 and 10, which is actually wild. But what I actually want to do is I want to try to do some Calamity 8 stuff. The reason for this is you have a chance, if you are ranked 8 through 10, to get Traces of Thunderbolt. Or rather 2 through 9, excuse me. So Calamity 8 through 10, rank 2 through 9 in the listing, you have a chance to get the Thunderbolt traces. What those are is once you get, I think it's 300 of them. I've looked this up like 100 times. I still feel like I need to look it up because I'm just second guessing myself. That is for the Voltarian horse. It's kind of like a quote PvP style horse. For me, it's one of the horses that I kind of want to go for because, let's be honest, I do have the Krogdalo Sanctuary and I do have the Krogdalo horse, but I don't have the Voltarian yet. So I'm not really concerned about trying to just get like the best of the best timings for it. From what it looks like though, I mean, we're early in the week. There's not even 10 participants of this week. If I were to go... Yeah, solo, sorry. So Calamity 8 on Dark Knight, nothing too crazy in terms of like popularity, right? If I go Meiwa, there's nobody. So part of me is like, I could just do Meiwa on this and just call it good enough. I do know Meiwa hopefully enough. I just don't quite understand like the mechanics, and that's where I would probably end up getting killed a lot. Is Meiwa just like, oh, there's 2 people who do Calamity 8 Sangoon for Meiwa. That's cute. But like nothing else really. I'm curious. There is like the defensive buff, right? Not that high, unfortunately. So it's Pig King, Sangoon. I could swear. Oh no, C7 also gives the buff up top, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. So I need to fight Gumiho or Sangoon or Golden Pig King. Those are the 3. So if I go Bot Blitz ranking, go Calamity 8. This is going to be a lot for Sangoon. Nobody really for Gumiho, interestingly enough. And then Golden Pig King does have some as well. Those are the 3 that I need to kind of practice. So what I'm going to do, probably against my better intuition, first off, I need to go outside of town just for a minute. I need to pitch my tent on a flat enough terrain that's... I'm pretty sure this rock will do, but I'll try next to the rock over here and see if that works. So I usually grab this body enhancement and then... oops. Yep, back up. Also need to do 1, 2, 3. This... I feel like I need to re-dye my tent at some point. I talked about that quite a bit. Because I kind of want to go with a more purple aesthetic these days. Back when I first started playing, green and red is kind of what I did, but now it's just like, that's Christmas. And it's like, eh. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Kind of distracting myself. Go down to it. Vel's Heart. And then we're going to go attempt Calamity 8, Golden Pig King. Time to beat is 127. I'm going to be pretty happy if I can beat 4th place, if I'm going to be honest. Like, if I can get it done in 3 minutes, I'll be very, very impressed with myself. Because this took 7. But I also had less gear, so... Let's go ahead and go fight a giant Pig King. Last time I did this, I was actually using a Nuver, because I was like 13, 14 AP shy from the 330 mark, so... And I also was like just swapping over from Awakening, so I kind of understand my kit a little bit better. It is still not something that I know all that well, but you know. Hopefully that was iframed, I have no idea. I am just hitting random buttons now like I'm playing Tekken or something. Come on, do your AP DP buff thing. Come on. Oh, he doesn't do it on this, on C8, does he? I forgot, you get absolutely no help whatsoever. You don't get to use your auras, you don't get... It's just your skill, really. There goes my funnel guard. Do not have a frontal guard. I wasn't outside, I swear. Well, that's kind of annoying. Well, I haven't actually fought him past a certain threshold. So that was a new mechanic I have never seen before. I did do Calamity 7, and I'm pretty sure that is not in 7, but that was also like, I don't know, a month or so ago. So obviously there's going to be trial by, or rather success by failure here, so. My DP also went up a staggering amount too from the last time I did this to now. Character jumped. Okay, I survived that. Cool. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? I should have just hit 4. I'm big dumb. Okay, I take damage before I even see the, pretty neat. She's gonna stand inside that flame and just give me a speech. I literally can't engage in that. I had frontal guard, thank you. Well, thanks for clearing out the fire, man. Really appreciate that. Excuse you. I was trying to combo. Really hate that move. Why try it? This is why I hate this sort of like thing. It's unfair, it's not fun, I don't care for Dark Souls. And why is it in my Black Desert? I don't have a god complex, you know. Somehow I'm alive. Please don't die now. That would have been a perfect time for a V. Me earlier screwed up and hit it as a muscle memory. I'm so tired after that. Pig. Yeah, you're so scary. You'd keep spamming the same stupid move over and over. Do it again. No? Oh, okay. I love unpredictability. My favorite form of torture. For letting me move. You existed, you swine. Get it, because he's big. Sorry, it's a bad joke. It's fine. What a coward, you're the one who ran all over the place. I love his stupid AI. So, Golden Pig King. Yeah, I think I'm good. Like, do I think the Voltaire's a cool horse? Absolutely. Do I think PA is an absolute idiot for putting it behind essentially PvP content? Yes. Yes, I do. Do they care about my feelings? No. Need to go find somebody to repair it to. Stable keeper over here. I item copy this now. Yes. Yes, I can. How much is that item? Well, I guess I could just use this. 45. I know the potential viewer might be going, you didn't put your Valzard on. Yeah, that's on purpose. That is done on purpose. I actually have 2 Valzards. I know. Alright, let's hop to the Maewa, make sure everything's sorted on her gear. Now, here comes the real stupid question. Do I dare, or like, do I care is actually the better question. Do I care to go to Adania and try to fight Jordine? Because Jordine, I didn't have enough AP for as well. I believe it's 330 AP as well, and then I'm not sure what the DP is. It's like 420, 430. If it's 420, I have that. 421. This cosmetic also needs to be changed to the roof, to be honest, too. Okay. everything is sorted on Mewa. It's Mewa. But yeah, I do have the Exalted Vel's Hearts. I don't know why I still have those on my inventory, but I do.
Leave it with me. Within your allowed space, of course.
Let's hop back over to the DK. We'll head over to Adania, see what's going on. I don't remember if Jordan needs, if I need more DP to fight him. I believe I have the right amount of AP though. If not, I'll just cry and claim that PA's bad game developer, even though I just am working on upgrades. Okay. Let's see. Sovereign at need to quickly set this up. All accuracy. Back attack damage and how this works. Anyways. Fiery. That is not what I wanted to do. It's the undo button on Garmoth. They used to have one. What happened? I'll just all accuracy. Hit damage. Back attack damage. Or I'm really confused. Why are these like clone? I really hate that. They're just gonna... So to work toward getting Hex, which I think is 6 on each of the Karazods. That will put me at 352. It's also with, well, 350 really, but 352 is actually a breakpoint for Awakened. I do actually, no, that's good. I do have Pen currently on the, main hand, okay. If I got full Pen across the board for the 3 weapons, and then hit all my accessories with the Hex, I would be at 352 AP, 421 DP. 350 is a pretty good point to be at as well, so. Right, so if I do this, use Abyssal Well. Use this brand new feature that they added to the game. Add a GPS waypoint to a well. It seems pretty crazy. Can't wait to see this unknown adventure on the other side of this well when I get through. It's gonna be fun. I actually did. Funny. I had a feeling they were Giga geared. Who else is running Unknown Adventure unless you're Giga geared? People who bought it years ago and just have slowly been advancing the game. I actually do have one of those outfits. It's for my Kuno, in case I ever want to hide people. Not that that really matters, but you know. Alright, so allow me to complain about something that is so blatantly dumb, stupid, and quite frankly ignorant of the developers to do, because that don't make no sense. Red gear required. 350, 427. So inside these boxes, you get primordial fragments, and those primordial fragments is how you go about getting like the time-gated stuff to build your sovereign weapon, which to me makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. All this means too is that I can't do, because 427, 50. So. I don't even think they'll let me. Do I need to do the main story so I can actually see the quests? Enter only if you have at least red gear equipped. Okay. Boss quest has not been accepted. Well, I guess I'm just not doing the boss quest now, am I? I kind of want to do this, if I'm honest. And these are just like stuff I don't care about, so. Get a new chair for whatever reason. 350, 380. So this region down here, no. Orbita Castle was there, sorry. These two regions are the new ones, 390 and 395. Which makes me wonder, like, because I haven't bothered to look at the patch notes or anything like that. This has a Marnie private realm. PA, what are we doing? So does this one. 1980, 1890. Like, yeah, it's 90 more AP, but like, wild, isn't it? It's Naga Castle. I'm clicking on the wrong icon. Do I have the DP for like any of these spots? I know I probably should have started with this one. I at least have the DP for this one. I just don't have the AP. Very curious. But do they really expect people to come here before a sovereign subhand and just be like, yeah, I'm going to go attack these bosses and do all this stuff without sovereign subhand? Like, did they expect people to have all deck at this point? If so, they're absolutely off their gourd. Quite literally, because they brought out Wukong and he has a gourd. Do I care about losing crystals potentially? Not really. I have a feeling I need to be... So you have to pay to get in the Marnie realm? Really? You know, it just keeps getting worse and worse the more I look at it. There's just a boss sitting there. I have a feeling I'm going to die here, but you know, content or whatever. Again, as a reminder, this is the gear requirements. I do not meet them. I also have no clue what to expect here because I've just never looked up any content or anything like that, so. Ow. Yeah, okay. Thanks for stunning me. I totally forgot as well until just then that, yeah, they do stun, which means you need like practically 100% resist. Otherwise you will die. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Let's not do that. Let's say I didn't, because to say I did is a lie. Could actually go and continue to explore a little bit. Which reminds me, there is like a whole like bonus chest type side mission stuff you can do. Mission isn't the right word, but you can like go around. Chests is what they are. Don't mind the Castlevania style heavy metal. It's fine. Let's see. So this here, they start at chest location level 20. So these chests, if I wanted to do them, they do give primordial fragments, and they do also, like some of them also give gold bars. Most of the time, though, they do give the primordial fragments. Looks like that in total, you'll get 20 primordial fragments and 20 100G gold bars. And, yeah, it's not terrible, I guess. I think 100G is actually 10 mil, so it's like 200 million silver and 20 primordial fragments. Is that not how you spell primordial? No. So I currently have 113. If I did more of these chests, I would actually get like 130, roughly. I think I've gotten a few of these chests already when I was going for the other ones. Just kind of saw them as well, so... It's just, the whole concept of being time gated is so dumb to me. Everything that PA is doing actually is quite dumb. They don't make any sense, just being honest. Is it too negative an opinion? A little bit. Am I salty? A lot, yeah. So yeah, in typical me getting an upgrade fashion, the last thing I want to do right now is go kill monsters. Like, or I guess do the thing that I just upgraded. So like for me right now, the last thing I want to do is go kill monsters because I made a combat gear upgrade. Earlier when the region was introduced, the Adani region, they did also bring out stoneback crabs. And when I got those, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. You know, I can go and upgrade a lot of my crystals, and I did get them all upgraded, and then it was just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need to do life skill for like the next 2 weeks. I still did life skill stuff, just let the record show, but I wasn't all too concerned about it. I'm gonna leave my DK over in Serendia, where I usually like to leave my character here, mainly because if I do go around, what is it called? If I go do guild bosses and such, I always try to be in a spot that's relatively nearby, so I could always well, and most of the time I do. But like tomorrow when I wake up, more than likely I'm probably going to actually go grind either History of Ruins or maybe Yizard Highlands, something like that. But in typical fashion, I do not care to grind anything right now. Which is kind of boring and lame, I know, but... the only other thing to do is... So yeah, it does work with... okay. So I could probably just do the level 7 just so I can get the buff. I'm gonna hop back to my Mayo real quick just so I can get the item, or the combat XP. And then beyond that, I don't know. I'm gonna do something else. Not play Black Desert, basically. I just wanted to demonstrate that, and show with persistence, motivation, drive, desire, you can accomplish the goals that you want to. Full transparency for the Sovereign Weapon. I thought I was going to get that by the end of the year, like November, maybe December, maybe October, if I was being generous or like that motivated. But let's see, where's XP? Good 8%, nice. So with me, it's like I could go and I could have really pushed for it. I probably would have burned out. I was at risk of burning out several times, and I'm still probably at risk of burning out even right now, but I'm gonna wait to open these until I use all the paint that I have. I still have a lot of them just sitting here for Merchant Ring,
Allowed space, of course.
but yeah, it's just one of those things that I just don't really want to push myself to a point where I just completely burn out, because that's how to approach burnout. Do more of the same stuff you don't want to do. So my interpretation of just don't burn out is we're just not going to do that tonight. And does that mean the stream's ending soon? It absolutely does, unfortunately. But at the same breath, I kind of wanted to share this accomplishment with you guys and show you guys it's totally possible to do. It does take time, obviously. The deck Tuvula that I created for the one Black Star, that was hard. But doing the other one for there's something like on my keyboard next to my tab key. You can see my character got their weapon multiple times. Anyways, it's totally within the realm of possibility, and it does bring a sense of satisfaction having accomplished this. And at the same time, it also is a sense of, okay, I can take a break now, but my stupid brain is going to go, what's a break? So for those of you out there who are also going through this, maybe you also accomplished it, maybe you found the YouTube video or the stream here just like, wow, you know, I thought I was the only one going for this. The goalpost move, the determination, the willpower to do it fluctuates. The motivation, desire, drive, all of that is up to interpretation and perception. At the end of the day, do what you can in that day and don't worry about the small stuff. For the last 2-3 weeks, roughly, sorry, I'm trying not to yawn. For the last like 2 to 3 weeks, every single day, I told myself I'll do 1 billion silver. Nothing more than that, or you know, I won't kill myself to get more than that. I'll just do 1 million or 1 billion silver, 1 million. And what I ended up doing was I ran guild bosses with people, and then after the guild bosses were done, I was like, okay, do I want to maybe grind? Do I feel like doing anything else? Most of the time the answer was no, and it would just be something as simple as just going, okay, escape, go here, minimize the tray, we're done. Which for you guys, the game is still up because that's just the way the capture. So it'd be like this, we're done. We're moving on. However, that being said, there were many days, even before the bosses, where I'd be like, you know, I just want to go grind an hour. I just want to do something. I want to feel productive. So I did. I went to History of Ruins. I still go to History of Ruins because I'm trying to go for my second compass. Full compass. I know, crazy. But eventually, and this might be something I start up this week, we'll see. I might, instead of doing like grinding for an hour, I might start doing sea monster killing for an hour, just to change it up a little bit. Also, can I sell this? No, I cannot, of course not. I don't remember which one this is then. Is this might be the pet box? I'm not sure. I don't know why I can't sell this one. Anyways, getting distracted. So, long story short, if I can give any sort of advice on this, little things add up over time. And this was another reminder to me that that is absolutely true. Little things add up over time, and that's, at the end of the day, that's what it takes. It takes time for these things to culminate to something more than just the sum of their parts. I'm obviously not a great speaker or anything like that, but the piece of advice that I would love to tell anybody: keep at it, don't give up. Do a little bit here and there. What you want to do versus what you can do are two different things. What you can do, anybody can reach their goals. It's just, how much are you willing to put in for it today? So for me, the last couple of weeks, I was looking at the market like, pen black stars, right? The one I specifically got, black star ornamental knot. This, like a week ago, I mean, we're talking like 73, 74 bill. I think when I first looked at it, it was somewhere, it was actually right about when the new content actually dropped, like 84 or somewhere around there, billion. And I was like, 84, that's going to be the most I've ever saved up for anything in this game. That is wild. Like, I can't do that. And as the days went by, I was just doing content that I perceived to be fun. I was like, yeah, I enjoy murking out, doing guild bosses with people, fighting Khan, getting title Blackstones, trying to progress to get my final Karak gear up to plus 10. And I was working toward that. As you can see, I have 17 taps on it now. This was a plus 5 when I started doing all this. It's now plus 9 with 8 more before pity. That's a lot of title Blackstones. So every con, it's 100. Every day, it's 100. And that adds up over time. You know, at the end of the week, you know, like today, for instance, I had over 400 of these. I was tapping them here and there throughout the week. So today, I got another 200, doing double bosses. And I proceeded to send it another 10 times or so. So little things add up over time, just like Rome wasn't built in a day. And that was the like analogy I kept telling myself, like, wow. Yeah, no, that's true. Rome wasn't built in a day. It was the little things that added up over the course of time that culminated to Rome being built, Rome being established. And this is no different, you know, a little bit here and there. You do a little there, a little here. It eventually will add up in the end. I should probably go run more from Infrax. Anyways, getting distracted. So, all in all, with this year, training, doing horses, getting the training horses, I should say, getting all of the Flower of Oblivions, the Royal Fern Roots, getting all 3 to tier 10, that was tough, in my opinion. You know, January to July, just like going at it hard, getting that all done. And now here I sit on top of, you know, what a lot of people would say is like in-game gear, you know, even though these pre-owns are nothing too crazy. They're kind of meh, really. Like a duo isn't even that impressive. And these are all, you know, base and prize. It's just kind of pathetic to look at a little bit, not gonna lie. Even with that being considered, I'm still over 2,000 mastery. Even though that all my Karazods are not anything too impressive, most of them have not changed. This is the only one that went up because I sent that a few times. Center, but yeah, I didn't really do anything with it, really. These are all still kind of whatever, but I'm still over that 330 goal that I wanted. Over the course of time, things get better. Not better as in like, oh, you know, my life's terrible. No, nothing like that. Just, you have to be patient. This game is a prime example of it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that's the annoying part. So, without getting too rambly, because I've already been rambling quite a bit, I want to say thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. Today was a very momentous day. This was the day that I got the best Subhand weapon in the entire game. Best in slot, as people call it. Everything has kind of led up to this, and I'm very, very excited. I'm thankful that you guys could join me for it, even though it's kind of late in the day for me. I'm going to go get some dinner and just kind of enjoy my evening and not think about gear progression too much. Obviously, there's the next steps. What's going to be your next goal? What are you going to do? I live in Kron City. That's what I've been saying. So every, 3-ish days or so, if I go and grind an hour a day, I go and sell fishing and cooking boxes, alchemy boxes, do all of that. I sell all that stuff, and then I do guild bosses. That's roughly estimated to be 3 billion silver. 1 billion from fishing and cooking boxes, alchemy boxes, 1 billion plus from guild bosses. I think it's like 1.2 billion average. And then if I grind Gizzard Highlands, do 50k trash loot, it's like I think it's 1 point, or is it 1.2, 1.1? It's about 1 billion there too. not including Caphras, which I actually can say definitively I have no reason for Caphras. So I'm just going to hoard them. Because PA is going to come out with something else that requires 40,000 Caphras. Excuse me. 80,000 Caphras. Because that, if you want the C20 route on 2 weapons, that's what it's going to be. It's about 80,000. It's ridiculous. Anyways. Thank you all so much for watching. Ignore my rambling. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit that subscribe button, bell icon to be notified of future video stream content. There's also a link to a Discord down below if you guys want to go check that out. That is the Roadies Discord. You can get notified by a bot that pings over there when I go live, what I'm streaming, what I'm doing. So I do appreciate you all. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.